Alright, so what we got here is a 1929 Briggs Stratton PB engine. This came off a Model 27 Motomower. I do have the mower. I want to restore it too, but I want to get through the engine first. Be sure everything's alright inside of it. Just check everything out. The big issue with this engine is it has a broken flywheel or a busted flywheel. But I already know where I can get one, so not that big of a deal. Just want to clean it up, paint it, be sure everything inside's alright. Check it all out and be sure everything's fine. I've already took the carburetor off and the intake, but haven't really took anything else apart other than that. So let's get at it, see if we can get it apart, see what's wrong with it. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to take off is the shroud. There's a flathead screw here that holds it on. There should be one down there, but it's missing. So, shouldn't be but this one screw holding the darn cover on. There went all that all over the floor. Yep. There's your cover. Looks like it's been leaking oil because there's grass and stuff all in there, but it's typical. So, really clean motor actually. Spark plug wire. This is what's wrong with the flywheel. You can see it's JB weld and there's busted. So, I'm gonna get a couple of things off the top of the motor now. I've already got the intake valve loose. This is your intake valve assembly on a PB because it has no rocker arm. And this bracket, already loosened that. And that is actually an extra spark plug hole that's not used on the Model 27 Motomower. I guess that would be for something else. They use these on Boland's garden tractors and some other stuff. So, alright, gonna get the flywheel off. You will need a 7/8. And these are left-hand thread. So, unscrews backwards. I would say don't ever pry on the back of the flywheel with a screwdriver, but this flywheel's already busted. There's the coil. I'll get you a little closer. So this engine has the really early style Briggs points with the rocker arm, and that is the condenser. Very odd condenser. There's your, called this horseshoe coil. Pretty rusty right there. I need to clean that up. And it looks like the mag plate is busted, but as long as it's not busted on the gasket surface, should be fine. Alright, I'm going to try to get these mag plate screws loose. They're flathead screws. That one there's pretty tight. Try this one. Pretty tight. Might have to cut the camera off and go get a bigger screwdriver. And there's one right there. That one came loose. Alright, so I gotta take the coil off because back screw won't come out unless you take the coil off. I'll probably time lapse this. These screws out. Coil should be loose. It's on locating dowels, that's right. You're gonna have to, yeah, there it goes. Now I can get the other screw out, which was also soldered to the coil for ground. I have to get that straightened out. So somebody broke his mag plate trying to get it off, which can be a pain in the rear end. This key out. That is homemade. So I'm going to get this mag plate off camera. Well, I decided to move on to the back of the engine because that mag plate's fighting me and I don't want to bust it. Get at it from the other side. This is a crankcase vent. Which is stopped up. So let's get this gear cover off. These are an 8-to-1 gear reduction. That's what this is for. This thing has a little more cranking play than it ought to have. Not sure why. Might have something to do with that mag plate. And the camshaft is actually the gear reduction shaft on these. One more screw and this should come off. Unless I missed one. Nope. Might have to take that off first too. This is the adapter for the Motomower. The square drive shaft. There's our adapter. This gear cover off here. I'm not even prying hard on this, so. That's the way that went. There's our reduction. And basically the back of the timing cover. So, it don't look like it's wore much. I don't know what holds this in. Get the spark plug out of here too. Original style champion plug. Alright, let's get the oil pan off. I already drained the oil, so there shouldn't be much in there. Let's say yes, and oil will go everywhere. Sliding off my blocks. Should have used the impact, but I don't like using impacts on this stuff. That there's gonna be stubborn. It looks like a hardware store bolt. Last one. Loose. This block. There. So there's the pan. Pretty clean little rust in there. There's the oil pump. Little pickup deal. Rod seems tight. This is the plunger oil pump pickup. Wouldn't think it's an oil pump pickup. Get a closer look. It's actually really clean. Yes, take the rod loose next. So rod 7/16. One, loosen these slowly. I think these rods have shims because it's not an aluminum rod. Get these bolts all the way out, and I'll go to shims going everywhere. Yep, definitely shims. It's a very clean looking rod. Very good crank. So shove the piston up a little bit so we can pull the jug off. Get the jug off, we can figure out where to go from there. Alright. 9/16. Gotta get it loose. We got a flathead slot in them. Let's hope this jug comes off here easy. Yep. Except there's still got some threads left. Alright. There's the jug, the piston, and the rod. Leave that in there for now. Really good spinning motor. Okay, I see how that works. So I'm going to try to get this mag plate off camera. Alright, got the mag plate off. There's your crank. The camshaft out. Take that on that right there. Somebody there. Torque that to 75,000 foot-pounds. This off. There's a lifter. Alright, so everything's took apart. There's an oil pump screen and oil baffle. Guess that's what you call that. Camshaft, piston, and rod. Everything's in here. There's a carburetor, oil pan. This is why you take stuff like this apart. That is sludge. Block. Already cleaned that a little bit. The mag plate. It's a bushy main bearing. Everything looks good. Cylinder. Exhaust valve. Needs to be cleaned. That right there. That to get up my oil pump. So the cam bearing. Gonna get everything new gaskets. And guess there's a front main seal need to get. So I guess that's about it.